Hi guys, Marcy Sawyer here, your behavior coach with Creative Childcare Systems. This video, I want to give you tips of how to help those children that have behaviors of when they're trying to communicate with another child or even us adults in the classroom or in life. So just imagine if you are trying to get attention because you want more milk, or you want to go to the bathroom, or you want a ball or a cookie. And let's say I didn't know those signs of cookie or ball or milk. And if I didn't know those signs, the child or myself as an adult, and some child was doing this to me, and I didn't know that's what ball meant, or I didn't know what this meant, and I'm thinking, oh, they're being so cute, they're doing this, but it's actually a sign for cookie. And that child knows that, and they're trying to get your attention as an adult or the teacher or a parent that they want a cookie, and somehow they were taught that's the sign language for it. Now this child's frustrated and angry because they were telling you what they wanted and you're ignoring them. So now this child's getting upset and angry, and their emotions are getting out of control. So they might start biting their friends or throwing a full out tantrum on the floor. So now you're like, why is this child doing this? Please stop, da da da. But it could have been avoided if yourself as an adult or teacher or parent knows all of the sign language or have systems in place or building blocks in place for children that are not very good at verbal communication and know what they're talking about. So in this video, I want to give you a couple tips that you can do to help those kids to be able to help communicate their needs to you as an adult, as a teacher, or even just a parent. So let's get started. So here is the first thing is a visual stand that has visual cards of all types of things. They want me to brush their teeth, they need to do homework, they're having breakfast. So just imagine a child is having a feeling and it's hungry, wants breakfast, and they trying to explain this and nobody's understanding their words at all. But if you had this visual stand at your kitchen table, on your counter, in your classroom, and the child is able to go over and touch this picture, now you know that the child wants breakfast. Okay, go ahead and have a seat. Now it was a whole new game changer as now the child's able to communicate with you. Or how the child's feeling. They can go and touch a picture of how they're feeling. Other pictures of, brushing their hair, time to wake up. Some of these pictures are great for parents at home that you need to go to the store. You need to go things so you can let them know what they're doing and where we're going. So I have a lot of I have this visual stand. I also have ones that the kids can wear around their neck like this. And it has signs of you choose. Yogurt, applesauce, restaurant, snack. I have over 100 different visual cards, and I'm still making some of ways that the kids are able to communicate. I have different systems and building blocks set up for kids of all different learning aspects. If it's best for them to have it at the table, or maybe it's best to have it at the table and around the child's neck. I like to have kids having them, wearing them, or close by to wearing them, or the teacher's wearing them, or some type of building block like that, because you're not always going to be at the table or on the counter when that child needs to communicate. So if you have these on you and you guys are like, well, if you have 100, how am I going to have that? You're going to get to know which visual cues you use more often than others. But one thing I have is this teacher one. You see, you can tie it around your shoulder, around the thing, and it's a notebook that opens up, and it has visual cues like this, and the kids are able to point to what they want. So now the teacher's wearing this, and it's a game changer. She has it with her at all times. It's not bulky. She can move it around, put it in her lap when she sits down. She can have it up around her side. It's an amazing tool for the teacher or parent, and have it with them at all times. As stuff at the table is great, but are you always at the table? Are you always at that counter or shelf? Another amazing tool I have is these little keychain things that the kid could wear, or teacher, and it's another just hands-on go-to toys. Communication card, she needs that. Music. So I have tons of different words and picture cards with the words of ways for you to have your child or kids in your classroom wear them and be able to use them to be able to communicate with you. This is another setup as a stand that is just like that one, but this one is a different style. And it has different visual cards front and back, so you can use every space. But the most amazing part is I got sign language cards in here. And the sign language cards in here are great to be able to help those kids with sign language of more, cookie, all done. So that way you're teaching those kids the sign language. You have the flip card in front of them, so they have sign language visual cards. You're teaching them that this means more. This means sorry. This means all done. And then you also give the parents those visual cards and the sign language cards. So that way we're all on the same page with these kids and the parents with these kids with the behaviors. Thank you. Please follow me on on Instagram, Facebook, webpage, and let's get your child from Hulk to hug in no time. As kids who have problems communicating and using their words, they sure need some superpowers like their visual cards and like their sign language cards to help them to be able to communicate with us. Thank you and have an amazing and blessed day.